It's a new day. Got the one all laid out, all leveled here. I'm gonna take all that stuff, move it into the other side, bring all my bits over here, and we're gonna keep kind of rendering across the floor. I'm gonna get my suit on and let's do this. I think for a bit I'm gonna leave those over there, and I'm gonna rip down my 4x4s. And by that I mean 4 feet by 4 feet, because it's a 4x8 sheet over there, and I want to stagger so that I can get the tongue and grooves can sit into each other. So it's gonna be 4x8 sheet. Then I'm gonna do a 4 foot by 4 foot sheet right here. Then a 4x8 this way, so that we can start making this tile. 4x8 here, and then the remainder is gonna be a 4 foot by 4 foot and whatever's, or 4 feet by whatever. So I'm gonna do 2 cuts, 2 4 foot chunks. I'm gonna cut down 2 of these things. I will need more, but that will at least get me started for a 4 there, and then whatever I need in the corner. So let's set up a little jig. Table saw is too small. Not big enough table. So I got to set up the circular saw and a bunch of little props, and I'll set the depth and all that fun stuff. So let's get that going. I'm silly. I forgot that when you cut something in half, you have 2 halves. So I don't need to cut a second one, at least not yet. Because technically this one goes there, and that one goes there. I mean, it's going to need to be chopped down, but I don't know how big until later. So that kind of works. Going to put this off to the side, and we're going to go through that whole thing again. We're going to, can you see me? Where am I? Yeah, you can see me. We're going to go through that whole thing we did, layering and aligning, but now I'm only doing a 4 foot square. So I'm going to mark out where those extents are, mark out the edges, go through the whole process. Let's do it. Oh gosh, starting to get a lot over there. Come on, come take a look. In the corner here, we know there's a lot of dipping. We are getting 3 3/4 inch shims stacked on top of each other to hit level with the door. We knew this was going to happen. I'm going to check everything with the laser again, with our little board, pop it up and see. But I'm still getting like level. The question is, like, I haven't been cross-checking level. Like, this might have to go up a little bit. We might start dipping down, but that's kind of like, I'll use the other nails to tack up from that. Yeah, like here, I'm going to need to lift quite a bit. So we've now got 2 lines. I'm now going to go over this line and level it the other way. And yeah, this is where things start to get a little silly. So I'm going to get this done, and I'm going across just because they're such long lengths. There's no point stopping it. I'm just going to kind of render kind of like bleh. So let's get this leveled out and see what it does. See what it looks like. The stack's getting pretty big in the corner. So I'm just going to check things. Call me Dr. Worry McGee, but in theory, if I take this to the corner and I pop the thing on top of it, it should hit, honestly, not bad. I think I can actually, like this, I know I'm down slightly, so that might actually need like 1 extra little shim, but like this down there, again, it's not the worst in the world. It's not the worst in the world. And if I do this, slightly high because of that, it's not high. It's just a lot of shimming. It's just a lot of shimming. Yeah, I'm going to nail this whole thing down, and then I might go grab some food. Let's start chatting. I could just break it. No, do it the right way. See, that's flat. Huh, I know I only have like 1 more to do because the edge is here. If that's the edge, we'll do a little bit of the run. Let's do the last little bit of run, and then I'll lay it out. I feel like this could get out of hand very quickly. Just because it's like, everything needs a reference point, right? It's like this is referencing that, and that's referencing that, and that's referencing that. So it's like, I feel like very quickly I could be like, oh, and then not referencing anything. So we'll see. You know what's a good sign though? It just sliding right into the tongue. Okay, so that's a thing, right? Now we check it with our laser. So the laser still works if it's calibrated off of its own base. It doesn't matter what we're on, but I can do the self-leveling thing and just see where we are in terms of a reference line. So, you know what? That's not bad at all. You can see it's slightly above, but this board is flat. Like even there, I'm like, I want to say 1/16 of an inch. So even with all of that crazy, this would have been angled, right? If I brought up that outside too much. And I don't even think it is. I think it's pretty good. That is one more piece down. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, I think it's dinner time. I'm gonna wait to do the next one because that was a lot of bits over there. But the next thing I'm gonna do is literally, I think I just have to go across, right? Like I've got to go from the back and just and keep loading it. So I'm gonna finish up this. I guess it's like an edge. It's the edge of the. I did have another point there that was on the joist, but I don't think it's gonna matter because it needs to be on the joint line. Gonna run that one all the way across, and then I've got 1, 2, 3 more, and that gets me the next 8-footer. Still, 3 is a lot because what are those? That 3 took me like, I don't know, what time is it? I think it's like 9 o'clock, maybe 8 o'clock. I don't know. I could do it. We'll see. I'm gonna get some food and see what I'm gonna do. All right. Well, there we go. So I stopped a little shy right here just because I think I hit pretty close to the what's it called? The edge of that plank, and I didn't want to move all the stuff. It's too much work. I'm gonna have to move it eventually, but this looks good. You really see how much extra is needed over there. So what are we looking at? Louis, multi. Yeah, I think the tallest point at the edge. Yeah, we're like 3 inches, just about 2.5 inches. I could start using 2x4s and stuff, but to be honest, I am kind of liking this. The shimming, I've got a system down, which is pretty good. I'm kind of liking the system I've got, where it's like I'm measuring on the 3/4 inch and then just shimming inside of it and kind of building the stair. And using a 2x4 is going to make it like slightly more complicated. Because it's like, oh, it's like not part of the stepping. And I can also see a bunch of stuff, right? Like I can see the first 3/4 inch sort of is starting to do this sort of shape, which is kind of cool. So you're seeing the dip. Now let's reset that. Yeah, you're sort of seeing the dip. I'm gonna clean up just a little bit more. It's garbage day. So I'm gonna get some bags outside and lay this last piece. Actually, let's lay it now. This guy goes down. Slides into place. I'm gonna give it a tap there. Do we want? Yeah, let's change the view. Got this one down here. Now I need to look. A nail, gloves over here. Let's see how close I am on the next one. I know I've got to get like this one locked in as well, but like let's just drop it down. We'll see what it looks like. Test and test and test again. That's how you make sure you're doing it right. Da 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 da. I'm gonna move this guy over here. That's the cut one. We need a tongue. So how are we doing this? I think we lay it down and flip it like a pancake. These things are righteously heavy. Hope this doesn't wreck the tongue. There. I mean, it's not a bad thing. Like it feels across. It feels stable. Like I'm crossing across a bunch. Kind of fun. Right. Got a little purple line over there to show the purple edge. I went through a whole thing of trying to figure out what the best brand of Subfloor was. And then the one I was going to pick, not for sale in Canada. Oh, that feels nice. It does, still has to get screwed down. Sorry, had to clear some storage. I got like 5% left, but moment of truth. Let's get the laser. Because that's all we care about. How close are we from the corner? It feels good. It feels Feels good. Come on! What's going on? Why is it so hot? Wait, there we go. Hey! Could go a little bit higher, honestly. It's not quite as good as the other one. But, yeah, we're looking at, I would say, 16th. Here it's a little low. So I'm wondering if that is, because I just need to pop up the corner by like 1 fraction. Yeah, let me put that in, and then it's garbage. Literally that. I think that's gonna fix it. Yeah, it's 1/8 of an inch. I think this might want to come up a little bit. You might want to boost it. That is not bad at all. Let's check right here. Yeah, like you see, that's pretty good. If I get my thing, we're pretty good there. It's going to be across this way a bit. Now, so what that is showing, so we're pretty level. What that is showing is that across, let's use this as a reference point, over, let's just shoot more lasers around. Science. Over about 13, almost 14 feet, we are dipping 1/8 of an inch. That's not too bad. Better than it was. 1/8 of an inch over 14 feet. I will take that over. What did we have before? I don't know. I think the most we had at one point was 3 inches over 4 feet. So a little bit better. A little bit better. Let's go. Now I just have to do the rest of the building.